Do you want a nugget of truth to start out your day? If so, you have come to the right place. Here we give you a devotional power boost to the beginning of your day and pray that God will bless you as He sees you on your way. Welcome, and so glad you have joined us for yet another daily devotional on Praying with a Mission. I am reading from Amazing Answers to Big Bible Questions. Today we are going to be studying, does Matthew teach that some commandment breakers will be in heaven? Our Bible verse today is found in Matthew 5 verses 19. Whosoever therefore breaks one of the least of these commandments and teaches men so shall be called least in the kingdom of heaven. But whosoever does and teaches them, he shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven. Some understand this passage to mean that a person called the least will still be in the kingdom of heaven. But reading the text very closely, Jesus goes on to say, "For I say to you, that unless your righteousness exceeds the righteousness of the scribes and Pharisees, you will by no means enter the kingdom of heaven." Verses 20. The scribes and Pharisees loved the appearance of keeping God's law, but they did not keep it. They often set aside some laws for their own selfish purposes, for they bind heavy burdens, hard to bear, and lay them on men's shoulders, but they themselves will not move them with one of their fingers. Matthew 23 verses 4. In one Sabbath instance, Jesus said to them, "If a man receives circumcision on the Sabbath, so that the law of Moses should not be broken, are you angry with me because I made a man completely well on the Sabbath?" John 7 verses 23. Jesus was called a lawbreaker, but he teaches exactly how he was keeping the moral law. Then, the so-called experts keeping the moral law. He explained, "For laying aside the commandments of God, you will hold the traditions of men." Mark 7 verses 8. In this passage, we were quick to ignore the need of their own parents and broke the fifth commandment for their own profit, making the word of God of no effect. To be called least in the kingdom of heaven doesn't mean you are the least in line and will squeeze through the pearly gates. The word is not a noun, but an object that means to be unfit or unworthy to be there. Christ assures us that those who belittle his law will be like the scribes and Pharisees who will by no means enter the kingdom of heaven. If you have enjoyed this devotional, then please look around and find the like button and give it a friendly tap on the shoulder. Put a comment down there and tell me which part of this devotional was your favorite, which part you got out a good nugget that you can take throughout the day, and just consider subscribing, because the more the merrier, and God's family is not a small family. So if you would love to join us in this adventure of praying with a mission, check out what we have below. There are many other options, and see you around.